And I need the Black community to be serious about boycotting Asian businesses.
I've seen a bunch of videos like this, and I have a completely different take than anyone that I've seen. I understand that the Black community is upset, as are a lot of communities, that that kid was killed. The boycotting thing isn't going to go well. Let's apply this to everyone. I'm going to use a year where I could find clear statistics. 2023. Stick with me. 2023, there were 6,405 people murdered by a Black person. Crime statistics tell us that 1 out of 10 murders, regardless of race, are usually done against someone outside of your race. 10%. That would mean like 640 of those times that a Black person murdered someone in 2023, they murdered someone that wasn't Black. If every time that happened, everyone else boycotted Black businesses, which in America in that same year there was like 194,500 of, which makes up under 4% of all American businesses, it would be crippling to the Black community. So many Black businesses would go out of business. They would crumble because a lot of businesses in our country, but in every country, are struggling. And maybe they're doing okay and they're making money, but they couldn't handle 2 weeks of nothing, bad press, whatever. Even if it only lasted 1 week. 1 week of almost no income or damages done to the properties could put that business in a place that it could never recover from. I don't think that this is something that the Black community wants to advocate for. I don't think anyone should advocate for this. The entire Asian community, Black community, white community, whatever community is not at fault for the mistakes, the wrongdoings of one or a couple people.
Right now, the Black community online is talking about how they're going to boycott Asian businesses and how much they don't like Asians. I wonder if, because of the Rick Chow case, they'll give any type of attention to Cordell Gooseby, who, in the end of March, was found not guilty by reason of insanity after he murdered an Asian woman and her unborn child and severely injured her husband in a random shooting by shooting at them in a car. This is Cordell Gooseby. Stop Asian Hate only got attention because of one white criminal attacking a spa, and that's heinous. But 190,000 cases of Black on Asian crime from 2017 to 2021, that is completely ignored. You can boycott whatever business you'd like, but if you're really burnt up about the Rick Chow case, there's a lot of other shit I can show you.
You know, this is the thing, it is definitely a different beast, right? Online Black people are disgusting people. I know real life Black people in person, they're drastically different. They're not like the insane internet Black people. So when I say Black people, that's who I mean. I'm not talking about, you know, the Black people that, you know, every day, right? I'm talking about the Black people that give their stupid takes online and leave stupid comments, right? Leave racist comments. But this is a thing where Asian people are just too nice. They're just too nice, in my opinion, right? They're too passive because imagine what he just said, right? Imagine if all Asian people now thought all Black people, right? Now we should what? Boycott the non-existent businesses of Black people, right? Or we should say all, you know, all Black people are all the same, right? We should just lump them in all together and just say that, you know what, they're all just terrible people, right? We should, I don't know. I mean, it's like it's hard to boycott businesses that you don't have. So that's, I don't know. I guess we can't boycott businesses that, since Black people don't have many, or they don't have businesses that are open to really other races, right? But when, in my opinion, right, when something bad happens, like he said, you know, a Black person harming, killing, whatever, an Asian person, I don't lump them all in together, right? I've dated plenty of Black women. I've had plenty of Black friends. So I know that they're not all the same. So it's just disgusting to see takes online that the people that hate stereotypes, the people that call out racism, are the people that say that Black people are not a monolith, or you shouldn't lump all Black people in together, are the same people that are racist, that, you know, want to lump all Asian people in together. Because here's the thing, that guy was Chinese, right? The Rick Chow guy is Chinese, yet you will boycott Koreans, Vietnamese, any other Asian people, right? Any subgroups of Asians, whatever. It just shows how racist you are, right? It does. So I didn't even know that there were that many, you know, Asian hate crimes like that by Black people, which is interesting. I just think it's sad. Right? I just think it's sad that people that know what it's like to be targeted by another race is the race that is targeting another race.
Asian people run around talking about, oh, I dare Black people not to shop at our shops. You know, y'all basically, we need y'all. All right. Target, go ask Target. We gave Target a little taste. That was a little taste. Billions in days lost, gone. Just a taste of Target. Go ahead. Y'all be out of business by the fucking winter. Try it, bitch.
You didn't do crap to Target. That's a terrible example. You know what's a good example, right? The power of the Black people, right? The power of the Black community, Walgreens. We all know what happened to Walgreens. They went bankrupt thanks to Black people, right? The power of the Black community got Walgreens to go bankrupt. He should have brought that example, right? funny why he wouldn't. Why wouldn't he bring that example, right? Thanks to the power of the black community, Walgreens went bankrupt. Well, one of the reasons. Why didn't he bring that up? Because it's not from it's not because of Walgreens losing the buying power of the black community. No. It is because Walgreens suffered from the criminality of a lot of the black community. This is the thing where I've said this where I made it very distinct, right? I know internet black people are a different beast to average, everyday, in real life black people, right? They're different. So when I say black people, that's who I'm talking about. It's the internet. The internet black people are honestly bottom of the barrel. They are, with their ridiculous ass takes, okay? With their stupid ass takes. You don't understand capitalism. Go for it. I mean, no one is stopping you. No one is forcing you to, spend your money in Asian businesses. No one is forcing you. You don't want to do it. It's within your power. It's within your right. Right? That's America for you. That's capitalism for you. You could spend your money however you want. But I can tell you this, okay? Not from my mouth, but from the mouth of other black people. It is usually black people complaining about black businesses. It is usually black people complaining about black customer service. This is a thing where you gotta think, black businesses, they only cater to black people. That's why you don't see black businesses all that big, going all that big, because they only cater to one demographic. That's it. So if you want to just spend your money within the black community, go for it. Like, seriously, no one is stopping you. But I find it funny that you want to stop spending money with Asian people, but you don't have a problem with truly stop spending your money in the white community. I also find it funny, right? The beauty stores of any kind, right? Hair, nails, whatever. Guess where their product come from? Made in China, right? And the guy, Rick Chow, is Chinese. You don't have no problem, right, ordering from China, paying, right, the Chinese people to make your product. Okay, it's like your hypocrisy goes only so far, right? Your black, I don't know, supporting black people only goes so far. So I just think it's funny. But like I said, you can shop wherever you want. It's with 100% your power. I love it that more and more black people say, "Oh, go to black businesses. Go for it. Support your own community." I'm 100% for it, right? Because hopefully, if you do that, you can help your own community.
Mr. Chow, you and your family, y'all better get out of here. We're going back to the Philippines, because we don't want you here. Take your ass back to the Philippines or wherever the fuck you from.
Where have we heard this before? We're gonna put you on a boat and send you back to Hayfield. We don't want your gun around these folks. Where we heard this shit from? Oh, I know. Where all the fucking black people ran around for years talking about how racist white people are by telling them to go back to Hayfield. Oh, but now it's okay for you to tell a Filipino that he need to go back. I don't even know if he's Filipino, he's Chinese, but like, y'all don't see the hypocrisy in this shit? All this is why I tell white people, man, especially the ones with white guilt. If niggas was in charge, they would have done the same shit. Why do you have white guilt? That's why I say reparations ain't needed. Because if they would have done it, they wouldn't be paying your ass. She just proved the point. These people don't want civility. They want to be in charge. They want to do the same shit white people did. That's why I say the Klan had the right idea.
The last part is like a little crazy. But I've said this before, right? If black community was in charge, they would have done exactly the same thing. If they had the technology, if they had the whatever, if they switch exactly the same places, they would have done the same thing that the white people have done, right, in the past. They're no better. And saying shit like that, right, what she said, shows you you're no better. Today, you will see in this, right, how women or minorities, how they go about life, they're no better than the people they complain about. Women will be sexist. Minorities will be racist. They're no better. The guy's Chinese. Just tell him to go back to the Philippines is exceedingly racist. Okay? And to tell someone living in America to go back to where you come from is crazy racist. Coming from a black person's mouth is insane. But it's the hypocrisy. They don't see it. This is the thing. They don't see the hypocrisy. They don't. And I agree, right? The whole white guilt thing, it's stupid. Because, again, if white people didn't want to pass the Civil Rights Act, it wouldn't have been passed. If white people wanted to continue to be truly racist, truly evil, truly terrible, nothing the 13% of American population can do against the 70% of the white population. If they actually want it to be terrible, right? If they actually want to be truly racist. So, yeah, I think things like this is just ridiculous. Shit like this is stupid, right? Shit like this is stupid. It's stupid because, during the whole Asian hate shit, right? During any time where there's violence against Asians, Asians are not out here boycotting black people in any way. They're not out here reveling in the suffering of black people. I just really find it absolutely funny that during these times.
On the J train, one man beats and chokes a man police believe is Asian until he goes unconscious. Fellow riders watch without intervening. The video has been viewed over 1 million times.
A disturbing attack in New York is now being investigated as a possible hate crime after a 65-year-old Asian woman was brutally assaulted in broad daylight. Police say the woman was walking to church in Hell's Kitchen when a man kicked her to the ground and stomped on her multiple times while allegedly yelling anti-Asian slurs. Investigators say the suspect also shouted, "You don't belong here," before running off. The victim was hospitalized with serious injuries. Surveillance video of the attack has sparked outrage, especially after authorities say a nearby security guard watched it happen and then closed the door instead of helping. Police say the attack is part of a growing wave of anti-Asian hate crimes across the city. Community members gathered for vigils following several recent incidents, and officials say undercover Asian American officers will now patrol certain areas to help prevent more attacks.
That's why Asian people were way too nice, right? We weren't pointing fingers at any particular group of people. Okay, we just wanted things to stop. We weren't pointing hands at anybody, right? We weren't speaking out against individual people or anything because honestly, I believe Asian people didn't want hate towards anyone, right? They just wanted violence to stop. But when black people, when something happens to black people, they wish hate on people. They revel in people's suffering. I just find it absolutely hilarious and funny that.
Son was not a thug. He was a 14-year-old boy who was trying to find his way. And for any person that acts like when they were 14, 15, 16, 17, that they did not do nothing wrong, that they did not smoke and drink and have sex and do whatever that they were not supposed to do by their parents, it is a lie. And it is judgmental, and I refuse to allow any of you to sit up there and make it seem like we were bad parents because we were not.
I've said this countless times before, okay? I don't think that kid deserved to die. And I think that the guy, the Rick Chow who shot him, he deserves to be in prison. 100%. He deserves imprisonment. I'm not saying life or whatever, but he deserves punishment. I've said that countless times before. That is my stance. But they are bad parents. They are 100% bad parents. Why? He was 14. He had a gun on him. I'm sorry. In no world, right, that I can think of, would I call you a good parent if your child carried a gun around him, right? In no world. Especially, right, what she just said. Do you think that your child not listening to you, having sex, doing drugs, carrying guns around, going to parties, doing all this shit, do you think your child's a good, you think you're a good parent? Two things can be true at once, right? Like I said, the kid didn't deserve to die. The guy deserves some form of punishment. Yet you are terrible parents. 100% you are terrible parents. I'm sorry. You are shitty ass parents. And to have the audacity to say that, oh, you know what? Like the kids are doing all these terrible debauchery shit. It's not that big of a deal. Are you kidding me? It is. I'm sorry, right? Your son carrying around a gun would only have led him, like, there's a high possibility it would have led him into the grave anyway. It's like it's like, this is the problem with the black community. They can't see it, right? This lifestyle, right? Sex, drugs, guns, violence. Where do you think is going to lead you, right? She said she has a master's degree. Great. Yet you're still so stupid that you didn't even know your son, and if you did know him, that's even worse, but you didn't know your son was carrying around a gun. It was not that big of a deal that your son at 14 is having sex, or kids that you condone kids at 14, 15, 16 having sex, doing drugs, being violent. You are a shitty parent. You are a terrible, shitty parent. And in my opinion, you contribute to your son's death. You contribute to your son's death. Hell, at the very least, you contribute to, how this man, right, Rick Chow, right, didn't go to prison. Because if your son didn't have a gun, at the very least, I'm quite sure this guy would have gone to prison.
So on my post about boycotting Asian businesses, within that video, I made reference to needing my nails done, and I'm just going to have to bypass getting my nails done because I'm going to stick and stand firm to the boycott and remove all Asian businesses out of my vision. And I think the only Asian business that I really frequent is the nail salon, so that's something that I'm going to have to remove. But at the same time, I like to get my nails done, so I asked for recommendations in the Atlanta area of nail techs that do builder gel. But I'm getting a lot of comments of, girl, you're in Atlanta. There are so many black nail techs that you can, you can do business with. But I don't think y'all realize how challenging it can be at times to make appointments with certain types of service.
I always think it's funny, right? You use Asian-made phones. You use an Asian-made app, but you want to boycott Asians. Whatever, right? Your logic is your logic. But this is, I think it's funny, right? In her own words, right? And this happens a lot, right? In her own words, I'm going to boycott Asian businesses. But you know what? Black businesses are not up to par, are not up to my standards. It's like you're boycotting Asian businesses while putting down black businesses. Because here's the thing, right? Usually black businesses are only geared towards black people. You rarely see other races do business with black people, with black businesses. So who do you think are the customers? Who criticize the most black businesses? Black people. I've seen it so many times how black people criticize, and she did it herself, right? It's hard to deal with black providers. It's hard to black customer service, black prices, all this shit. It is black people who critique other black people more than any other race. They put down black businesses more than any. Other races don't even put down black businesses because they don't deal with black businesses. It is black people who put it down. In her own mouth, right? Instead of promoting, supporting, and just dealing with, right, taking your money and putting it into the hands of black businesses. No, you put down black businesses. They're not up to my standards. Right? They're not doing how I want it to do. It's like you go to a restaurant and tell them, no, you need to cook how I want you to cook it. You need to cook your meal how I want you to cook your meal, right? It's like, that's how their businesses run. That's how Asian people businesses run. You choose not to deal with Asian businesses, cool. That's within your rights. This is the thing where I see so many people, the ridiculous black people, online, right, internet black people, want to critique, want to criticize, and want to boycott Asian business. Great, I'm not telling you not to do that. It's your money. Do what you will with your money. But yeah, at the same time, they will not go to black businesses because they think black businesses are not up to their par. It's like, what do you, okay, you want to boycott Asian businesses, but you don't want to support black businesses. Well then, save your money. Right? It's probably better off for you. Save your money, invest your money, budget. Don't do your nails. Don't do these are not services that are forced on you or you have to do. I just think this is ridiculous.
They're saying let's support black-owned businesses during a troubling time like Cyrus Belton's death, but here's the thing, it never sticks, especially for black female-founded businesses. We end up having to pay a premium price for a service, and then you have to pay a deposit that is half of the total well in advance. Not only that, you have to book an appointment for a service that you don't even know that you need yet. I'm not talking about hair. And when I was scrolling through comments about boycotting Asian-owned businesses and supporting black-owned businesses, it seems like the biggest disconnect that was in the comments is that black-owned businesses tend to lack convenience that black consumers are looking for. However, that is offered at Asian-owned businesses. For instance, some women were saying if they want to get their nails done, they don't have to book an appointment weeks in advance. Sometimes they do have to book an appointment the day of, but a lot of the times they're still able to walk into that establishment and get seen right away. And then on top of that, what else was discussed in the comments is that some of these Asian-owned businesses are willing to do the service for half the price that the black-owned business is charging. Yet some of these black-owned businesses are saying, I'm doing this for the community, but then the community can't even afford your prices. So that's when some black consumers start becoming a little bit skeptical, and they're like, is this really for the community or is this really just for you? And I know black business owners have to eat too, but I'm just saying, be mindful that if the average salary of a black person in the US is only $50K, then there's only but so many people that can pay a premium price. So then during times like Cyrus's death, some black-owned businesses get one-time customers, but they don't become loyal customers. And I think where some of the disconnect is for some black-owned businesses, not all, is that you need loyal customers, not only to keep the lights on, but also to make substantial profit. Because if you're constantly having to burn a lot of money through acquiring new customers, that gets very expensive really fast, and you're not going to be able to hit your goals like you want to. So to wrap this up, I'm just encouraging some Black-owned business owners to rethink their pricing structure, because our community is so eager to support you right now.
I said this in another video. The biggest haters of Black businesses are all the Black people. You should support them just because they're Black businesses. This is the problem, right? When you only care about the skin tone, right? You're boycotting Asian business, not because of service, because of skin tone, right? Asian businesses. You're not. This is the thing where this is the stupid ideology that people like this have. You are not supporting a business purely because they're Asian. Well, you should just support a business purely because they're Black. Who gives a shit if you have to pay more, right? That's a choice you have to take. I find it funny. It's like you're the one who wants to focus on not service but race. Yet you're complaining that Black businesses don't have good services. No, duh. You're not focused on service. You're focused on skin tone. It's like, pay it or shut up. It's like, this is something like, it's like you're going to a restaurant and you're telling people, oh, you know what? You need to make your shit less expensive. You need to cook how I want you to cook it. Right? You need to add ingredients that I want you to add. You need to take out ingredients that I want. It's like you're literally deciding how they should cook. You're literally deciding how much they should charge you. This is the stupidity, right? This is another reason why Black businesses will fail. Because you know what? Instead of you picking the right one for you, no, you just want all of them to change. That's Black businesses for you. That's businesses, right? That's capitalism, right? That's being competitive. This is why being competitive is needed. Where if this business can't do it for you, you go to another business. But the problem is when you don't want to go to the other business because it's a race you don't like, so you want to stick with this business. But you know what? This business doesn't do it how you want to. It's like, then just don't do it. Nails and hairs is not something that's forced upon you. But like I said, right? The biggest critiquers of Black businesses are Black people. They don't really like Black businesses. So out from these women's mouths.
You know what? Nobody don't want to say it, but I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna be the one to do it. Yep, here we go. I'm calling for the boycott of every Black-owned business. Yeah. Since we boycotting the Chinese for what happened to little young Cyrus, let's boycott the Black-owned businesses too, because quite frankly, there's no greater threat to the Black man than the Black man. And the Black man are killing Black men at a way greater rate than any Chinese or white man. So let's boycott all Black-owned businesses. All right, y'all get back to looking stupid.
I will never allow any Asian person, white person, and Black person to force me to clump everyone as one. Right? This is the thing where a Chinese man killed a Black boy, right, wrongfully. Yet they want to boycott the Vietnamese, the Japanese, the Koreans, the Filipinos, the Cambodians. They want to lump all Asian people together and boycott them all within your right. But is your logic consistent? Is it, right? Since one young innocent boy died by the hands of an Asian person, will you boycott, like he said, right? Black businesses, Black people, because 1,000 more, right? For every one Black person that died by the hand of an Asian person or even a white person, thousands more died by the hands of another Black person. Or are you going to be consistent with your logic? No, you're not. You're not. You don't care about the violence. You don't. Right? You only care about the identity politics. These Black people that you see online talking all their shit, they only care about identity politics. This is why I will preference, right? It's not all Black people. It's these internet Black people, right, with their stupid ass takes. So that man was 100% right. They put that music in, so I don't quite know what she really said. But here's the thing: with the people that are saying that, oh, they want to boycott Asian businesses, go for it, right? I'm pretty sure the type of people that say they want to boycott Asian businesses are the type of people that Asians wouldn't really want you in their establishment anyway. Right? I doubt it. The people that are so intertwined with identity politics that only see race will probably be the same type of people who would treat you like shit because of your race. So, and I see this shit often, right? I see this shit often. So I'm pretty sure the Asian people won't cry that you're boycotting, right? So do what you want with your money. I'm 100% supportive of capitalism. So if you want to spend your money how you want to spend it in black businesses, which I gotta say, the times I see anyone who complain about black businesses is usually black people, right? Prices, customer service, inconvenience, all that shit. It's usually black people complaining about other black people about that. So cool, right? Do what you want with your money. I'm just like, Asian people are not gonna cry about it. I mean, like, even if business will suffer, Asian people deal with a whole lot of shit, right? Asian people deal with a whole lot of struggle. So we'll stand back up, we'll keep moving, right? We'll keep moving forward. So we're not gonna cry about it. Do you?
Just in case we didn't know, y'all know we have black-owned canned goods in the grocery store, right? So let's look at the ingredients. We have green beans, water, and salt. Oh, baby, we love to see it. And they're on sale right now for $3 for $5. They have green beans, corn, mixed vegetables. They also have the black-eyed peas. They have garbanzo beans, y'all, pinto. And y'all see all these other options? Y'all better make sure y'all pick the right one, okay?
You know, if you saw my other videos, you think I'm critical or hateful of the black community. I'm not, right? I'm sorry that that's how you view my takes, my opinions, but I'm not, right? I want to support, right, black community. I want to support black businesses, right? So, right, I want to help spread that message. Because here's the thing. I don't believe America is racist. I don't believe racism is the problem. Racism is stopping black people from succeeding. I don't believe that. Literally, black-owned business right there, right? Selling at big corporations, big chain stores. I mean, so racist, you know, you can have your own business and get your product sold. That's why I'm a big promoter of, that's amazing, right? Big promoter of, you can, it's like, this is the thing where, you know, there will be hard times, right? When we have a country that is so diverse in even way of thinking, not just skin tone, not just religion, even way of thinking. So, you know, things will be hard at times, but it's like, you're not going to find anywhere else on earth, in my opinion, as diverse as America, right? And this is, people always think, oh, police are diverse. No, they're not. I'm telling you, they're not, because we are diverse in thinking, in politics, in color, religion, all this stuff, right? A wide range of diversities that I believe I've yet to see anywhere on this earth, in my opinion. So things can be hard. So I just think that if you talk about certain communities, okay, it's not necessarily out of hate. It's out of, you want better, right? You want different focuses. You want not to, you know, just hate on each other, right? Because of certain things, right? Let's say in these cases, you hear people want to boycott Asian businesses. Go for it. I'm not telling people, you know, what to buy, what to do with their money, okay? But it's like you want to target other people because of their race. What makes you no different, right? What makes you any better than the people you complain about that target you because of your race? That's the thing where we have to wake up, right? We have to wake up. We always complain about, America's racist, racism this, racism that. It's ridiculous, in my opinion. Right? I don't believe that is a big detriment in America. I just sometimes believe people are jerks, right? But how I view racism, there was a time when racism stopped you, right? Stopped you from succeeding, right? There was a time when racism stopped you from even living, okay? Stopped you from, you know, finding a job, right? It actually stops you in life. That's why I don't view racism as that big of a deal now, because I don't believe it does. It's just my opinion, right? So I'm probably gonna be controversial, right? I saw a few videos of Asian people, you know, pretty much saying that, oh, other Asian people are racist. We should, you know, stand behind black people and all this shit, right? I'm gonna say this. I've said this in many videos. I don't condone. I didn't think that Cyrus, right, the black kid, the 14-year-old black kid, deserved to die, and I think that the Asian man, Rick Chow, deserved prison. But I'm not gonna bow down and say that Asian people are racist. No, right? I think there are, because when you say Asian people, you're gonna probably say the majority, and no, right? People can be jerks. People can be biased. Because here's the thing: you say that the majority of black people are racist, you won't say that, right? These Asian people that want to kowtow to black people, they want to be a part of the leftist, modern, liberal black community. They don't care about you. Literally, they're saying they want to boycott Asian businesses. So they don't care about you. They will lump you in with everyone else. And I want to say this, right? I know plenty of amazing black people. I'm not talking about black people in general. I'm talking about internet black people. I'm talking about liberal black people. I'm talking about black people who still believe and uphold and like believe in racism and believe in victimhood, right? Have the victimhood mentality. So I'm not talking about all black people. These are the type of black people I'm talking about, right? They want to, you know, bow down to these black people, right? These types of black people. And you are a disgrace. Right, you are weak. You are modern day Asian people that are liberal, that are weak, that are Democrat. You are weak people, right? Because you like, if you could say that, you know, not all black people are the same, they come out here saying, oh, Asian people are racist. Like, so now you're clumping all Asian people together, right? Take away your Asian card, right? You are losers. You are weak. You are weak-minded people. You want to bow down to, you know, the black popular crowd. And like I said, I'm not hating on black people because I think they're amazing black people. But again, right, when you clump everyone in, you're no better, right? I don't think all Asian people are racist. I don't think many Asian people are racist. Now, I think that they have biases. They use stereotypes. We all do it. Humans do it, right? I mean, like, humans do it, right? A lot of black people I met would believe Asian people are all the same, right? They're clumping in. Rick Chow is a Chinese person. They're clumping in him with Vietnamese, Japanese, Cambodian. They're clumping him in with everyone. And that you condone that? It shows you how weak ass Asian people you are. And I hate these modern day Asian people. They're so fucking weak, right? They're so spoiled. They're so entitled, right? They didn't go. They forgot the hardships that their parents went through, right? So they went through liberal college, so they became weak-minded, right? They believe in the victimhood mentality. They believe in oppression. They believe in all that shit. You are a bunch of weak ass Asian people, right? So I'm gonna be upfront. In my opinion, I believe most Asian people believe like me, right? We don't believe all black people are terrible. We're not going to clump everyone in to the same, right? We watch your character, right? We recognize patterns, right? If you don't exhibit patterns, we're not going to, because it's like you think that if Asian people view or we're racist, right? How would you think that Asian people even have businesses, right? How? If they were actually racist people, why would the minority, why would even black customers even go to these Asian businesses? You're stupid. It's recognizing patterns, right? You can see someone who's being ghetto, who's being ratchet. An Asian person can see that shit too, right? Black people know what's up, right? They know that, they can see the ghetto person, they can see the ratchet person, they can see the person with an attitude, the person that would start a fight, the person that would, steal, do bad shit. They know that too, right? They can recognize the bad apples. So Asian people can do that too. But these foolish, weak-ass Asian people that want to lump all Asian people together because they want to kowtow to the black populace, you are weak-ass people.